Welcome to Decoding Networking, the connected job search with Arkansas Tech University. Today we're going to talk about what networking is and why we should worry about it, but more importantly, all the ways that you can network. When we think about networking, we usually think about the big picture, all of the connections that we're supposed to make. But that can be very intimidating and we don't always know how to go about making those connections. But your network is not just the people you seek out. Your network is everyone you know and everyone that they know. So if we zoom in a little bit and look at your network up close, you may find that you know some people that are already able to help you, or that you can start working on building connections in a way that makes you more comfortable. This is Mitch. Mitch would like to work for Valerie's company someday, or in a dream scenario, have Valerie's job. But how does Mitch meet Valerie or get to her position? Well, there are a lot of ways he can go about it, but networking means that he has options because he already knows people. So let's say Mitch tells his girlfriend that he would like to have Valerie's job someday. And she happens to be sharing that with her parents over a meal, and they are family friends with Valerie. That is awesome because now they can connect Mitch with Valerie and maybe help him get some advice from her or some future ideas for his career. But even if Mitch doesn't have personal connections, just sharing his story and his goals might lead to a connection with Valerie in the future. Maybe Mitch tells his coworkers or his supervisor at his internship about his future goals. And they happen to know someone in a different department at the company that used to work for Valerie's company. That person can call one of his former coworkers, who can then suggest that Valerie is the person Mitch should be talking to. As you can see, there are a lot of different options for Mitch to get to Valerie, and he may not even know who Valerie is. But we want to keep in mind that Valerie is there as a resource to him, whether he knows it or not. So, when we think about networking, who is in your network? Well, the truth is, everyone you know is in your network. Your family are all members of your network. Your friends, maybe your boss or supervisor, but also your coworkers. They do not have to be a supervisor to be helpful to you in your future goals. Teachers or even advisors can be great resources as well. All of these people are in your corner and willing to help. And so they become a part of your network, and everyone that they know is a part of your network as well. Keep in mind that we're human beings and we love to tell stories. We tell stories about ourselves, we tell stories about who we ran into recently, and we even tell stories about perfect strangers that we've heard about. So, if you are getting out there and telling the people in your network, your friends, your family, your coworkers, your boss about your future goals, your plans, what you would like to accomplish, and where you're looking, they then have another story that they can tell the people around them. Keep in mind, when we're communicating with people in our network, we want to make sure that that human element becomes a part of the conversation as well. And this is how we make sure that they are sharing our story. So first, we want to have frequent contact with the people in our network. People are more willing to do us a favor, help us out, give us some advice. If they're hearing from us on a regular basis, we become a part of their short-term memory. We also want our communication with others to be authentic. We want those people to feel like we see them as a human being with feelings and we care about what's going on in their lives as well, so that the communication isn't one-sided. And finally, when we're talking with people in our network, we want those conversations to be memorable. Again, because we want to be in their short-term memory so that your story becomes something that they tell and share with other people. So tell them a little bit about what you're looking for, but also tell them the reason why. Give them a little bit of background. Share a little bit about what you've been going through as a job seeker, and you are more likely to stick in the forefront of their mind. And these 3 items, Being frequent, being authentic, and being memorable can also complement each other. If you send a thank you note and tell someone you appreciate their time or their advice, that's memorable. It's also authentic because it helps someone else feel like they were heard or recognized for their efforts. We can invite people to other things, or we can be just really polite and responsive when we hear from other people. That frequent response, that authenticity, and that memorable communication all works hand in hand to make sure that we are on the forefront of the minds of the people that can help us with our future employment. Remember, people tell stories. Even if they don't know your whole life story, if they know a tidbit about what's going on with you or how they can help, and you are in their short-term memory, they're more likely to share that information with others, especially if you treat them like a human being that you cared about in the moment. And networking does not have to be something only extroverts or social butterflies can do. Maybe you're someone that does prefer to work solo or doesn't enjoy big groups, career fairs, mixers. That's okay. There are lots of ways to communicate and network with others. We have LinkedIn. You can send messages through LinkedIn, look up people's profiles or connect. We have text messaging, emails. You can even send an email to someone you haven't heard from in a while. Tell them that you're looking for work and attach your resume so that they know a little bit about what you've been up to and what you're capable of. You have lots of options for communicating with your network that make sense for you, your comfort zone, and your personality. And some people just prefer FaceTime. Maybe you would much rather talk with someone if you can actually talk to them. That is okay too. Take someone out for coffee or lunch. Offer to meet them somewhere while they're walking their dog. Maybe if you are working from home or at a distance from the person that you want to talk to, schedule a time to chat on the phone or get on Zoom or a WebEx call to catch up. Frequent contact means that you will stay in their circle of memory, but that authenticity of wanting to see their face can also be incredibly beneficial. And above all, we want to say thank you. We can't reiterate this enough. If you are going to ask someone to help you, or even just to check in to maintain that frequency, make sure that they know you appreciate their time. Even if it doesn't feel like they have done you a large favor, thank them for reading over your information or giving you a piece of advice. Say thank you for taking the time to respond. Sometimes that can make all of the difference in the world. And the more that you connect and the more that you check in and build your network, the more that you'll find there are patterns in the responses you get from others. Some people might notice some things in your skills that you may not have noticed and give some suggestions for future goals or job opportunities. And over time, we often notice that there's a pattern in the types of suggestions or advice that we receive, and it may even help you make some future decisions or set some goals for yourself, because a lot of people are speaking into your situation and giving you ideas about how to move forward. As always, Arkansas Tech University Career Services is here for you, and we want to support you in your job search and your career development in any way that we can. Don't forget to log into Handshake if you need help with your resume or other online resources. You can make an appointment with our office or find out about upcoming events with employers, or even check out our job board. We have a profile that you can create on Handshake that's viewable to public employers, just like a LinkedIn profile, and you're welcome to connect with us other ways as well. You can email us, check us out on social media. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, or just give the office a call and let us know how we can help. Have a great day.